Guys, in this quick tutorial, we're going to be talking about presenting an investor offer to a seller client. Now, how cool would it be where you go for a listing and instead of just coming with papers and talking about the comps in the area and what the house is likely to sell for, you also have in your portfolio, in your file, you have an actual cash offer to present to the seller. Now, this would, of course, it depends on what type of seller, what the seller is looking for. If they're looking for top dollar, top market value prices, an investor offer that offers usually below the market value may not work for them. But for the fact that you are showing them performance, you're showing that you've already started hunting for offers on the property, and you're able to present a cash offer that you can put in their back pocket while you list the property looking for that top dollar. That's huge. So with eXp Realty, we have the ability to get certified with express offers. Once you go through the classes, you get your express offer certification, and you're able to do that, exactly that, whether it's open door offers or multiple buy boxes. Different buy boxes are, they just represent different investors that we have access to their buying criteria. And so you can select different investors to present that offer to and see what they offer and present those offers to your seller when you go for the listing appointment. That is so cool. So here we're going to be talking about how to submit that property so that they can start looking at the properties and looking at the details of the property. They might schedule a meeting with you just to find out more information about the property in order to send a good offer. Here on the Express Offers website, you go ahead and select what type of property you are listing or you want them to consider. In this case, I have a single family home coming on the market soon. And so I want to submit that property. I put in the property address, and it pulls up the address here. You can just select it and then move on to check eligibility. It says check the property address again. Let's see. Fantail Drive in Fort Worth. I think it does require county to put that in. Parcel ID. I'm going to put in the parcel ID number, which I have right here. 413-125-62. Referral source, I just say other. The subdivision is optional, so let's see how that goes. All right, so we're on to the next screen. What type of property is this? A single family? And then you just put in all the different things that apply to this property. Answer all the information that's required, particularly, and have the data as far as your square footage, 2804 in this case. My year built is 2013. Renovation extent, no renovation required. You can also choose from light remodeling or renovation to moderate to heavy. Construction type, it's wood. Number of bedrooms for this property I'm putting in is 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. And say next. Short-term rental status unknown. Occupancy at closing is vacant. Market rent for this property, I would estimate about $27.50. This is after repair value. This property is already in good condition, so I'll just put in the listing price that we're planning to put it in for. The taxes, we can grab that from the tax records, and this one is 8829. HOA fees is optional. MLS number is optional as well. So here it's asking for to explain why the property is a good fit. For in this case, where it's not needing a lot of work, so it's just the sellers need to move as soon as possible. They've already moved, actually. They need to move the property. They need to sell it ASAP. So sellers are moved out or have moved out and are motivated to sell fast. Okay. So that's basically it. If it was a property that needed a lot of work, then and the sellers don't have the funds to fix it and all of that, then I'll put in more information in here saying things like that, needs work, sellers are unable to fix it, are looking to sell it as is and walk away, things like that. Whatever you think would be a good description of the situation for this property that you're submitting, that's what you put in there. There's also room for additional comments if you run out of space here. It's only 255 characters there. You have an additional 255 characters here. So a lot of room to explain and let the investor know what it is that they're looking at. And let's see if I go next. So here, this is very interesting. Here we have the various buy boxes, right? All these buy boxes are representing different investors and what they look for in the property. So in this case, buy box one, if I want to select that, I want to check and see what type of investor are they? What are they looking for? So I see here right away that they are fix and flip. So they're looking for, of course, these ones usually look for deep discounts, okay? They're looking to make a good profit when they sell it. That's the name of the buyer. The notes that they have, we can check on the details, say notes and details, in this case, not provided, but what type of property they're looking for is provided. This is the general location. So they're looking in Texas, Fort Worth, Dallas, Arlington. So my property does qualify because it is in Fort Worth. And what type of property are they looking for? They're looking for single family, multifamily condos. Mine is a single family, so it does qualify. Very easy, super straightforward. I select that one and I see the max offer price is 900,000 for this investor. So mine is way below that, so selected. And then let's look at the next one. The same thing, you're just going to be looking for information that they are looking for to see if your property that you're looking to submit is a good fit for this buy box. Here, they're looking in all counties in Texas, so that's great, single family. No renovation required to light renovation, moderate or heavy. They're open to all of it. They don't have any specific zip codes provided. Let's see the square footage for this one. They put in more details. So they want between 1,000 and 6,000 square feet, minimum of 3 bedrooms, minimum of 1 bathroom, and the year built must not be older or before 1956. They are looking for wood or concrete block constructions, and they're looking for only properties that are under 1 acre in lot size. They cannot have a septic system, a flood zone over 1 acre on a 4-lane road. So they want any property on a busy road, any rural locations or solar panels. Oh, my property does have a solar panel. Oh, no, not this one. I'm thinking about another one. This one, no, yes, this one does as well. This one has a solar panel. So it does not work for this buy box. On to the next. Let's see. So this other one is a maximum of $1 million. The offer price, the location that qualifies for my property. Let's see more information here. Let's scroll. Let's see. The must-haves. Interesting. So 1 to 100,000 square feet, we qualify. 1 bedrooms and all more, they qualify. 1 bathroom more, we qualify. The year built no older than 1950, which works for my property. Let's see what else. Off market or MLS EXP listings only. Vacant, tenant occupied. Preferred occupancy at closing could be any of these, so that works. Let's see, and that is it. So I'm going to select this buy box as well. I have one more to look at. I'm looking 500,000, so that's great. It's close to my price at 399 is below that, so we're not above what they're asking, what they're looking for. Square footage works, the bedrooms work, the year built, wood, good. What else? Cannot have. Let's see if solar panels are included. Nope, nope, nope. They could consider solar panels. Great. So I'm gonna select this buy box as well. So I have 3 buy boxes selected, and then I go to review just to check and see that everything is the way it ought to be. I have all my information in there for this property, and I hit submit. Then what happens is I have my property submitted and awaiting offers. So this is my property status. It's awaiting offers. Again, I've submitted to 3 buy boxes. So 3 separate investors, and they usually estimate that you should hear back within 7 days. For one property that I submitted today, I already heard back from an investor, and I have a Zoom meeting with them. And so this one, we're just going to wait and see who picks it, who looks at it, who finds it interesting. And then we can walk into our listing appointments with a cash offer. That is just next level. Okay. If you have any questions about how the buy boxes work, how to submit express offers or get investor offers, how to get certified, feel free to reach out to me in the comments below. And in the description, you'll find my phone number. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.